All right. This is the first time going live. Literally learning this as I go. Crazy. But what better way to learn than learning as you go is one hell of a journey. So might as well take the roller coaster while we can. Um, we're back, but one thing that isn't back is this club's title aspirations because as you can see, really small, but you can see the grave because they have been dead and buried. It has been dead and buried. This club will not be winning a major honor this year. This will not be happening. No major honor will be brought back to the football club. Nothing is going to go. Nothing fancy. Nothing new is going to go in the nothing new is going to go in the trophy cabinet. Nothing that will really draw the eyes. If we're lucky, we might just get like a little cup. We'll get like an FA Cup. No worries, it's a great trophy, but FA Cup's a great trophy. But we've been winning FA Cups. We've been winning FA Cups the last 20 years. We've not won a title. So, but this year's title aspirations are done, and of course, it's the year. How Arsenal like is it that it's the year that Man City have their best player, the Ballon d'Or winner, out for the season, and Arsenal are not top of the league. And not only are they just not just top of the league, they are 9 points behind in November. We are on the same amount of points. We are on the same amount of points as Chelsea people. We are one. Are we on the same amount of points, or are we 1 point less than Nottingham Forest? We're on the same amount of points as Nottingham Forest too. Oh my! We are 1 point above Fulham, Newcastle, Villa, going all the way down to ninth, and then you got shitty Spurs in sixth. You got shitty Spurs in 10th. Literally definition of mid. Oh my goodness! But this is not about them. This club's title aspirations are dead and buried. No major honors will be brought back to the club. Arteta, I'm not gonna lie, the way this league season is going, bro, get knocked out of a cup, bro, you might as well. I've been said it. I said you could if you win me a trophy this year, but I said no trophy this year, you get sacked. The only way I sack you mid-season is if you have the league campaign you're having right now, 9 points behind already, and if you throw away a cup this year, bro, I'm not gonna lie, you're on path for getting your head chopped off this early. You're done, bro. Because from the way it's looking, are you even gonna win a trophy? Because I'm even seeing what you're saying. He is sounding like Ten Hag. He is sounding like Ten Hag before he got sacked. This guy is talking the craziest fucking delulu. He is. I don't know what is in the pilot at home, but Jesus, I don't know what or this guy is talking the most delusion. This guy is literally speaking like Ten Hag. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna pull up his quotes from. I'm gonna pull up his quotes from the weekend because he was saying the wildest shit. Even before the game, he was speaking the craziest. Because who did we just play? He said after the Newcastle game, he was talking wasn't the Newcastle game? Who did we just play before this? Did we play Newcastle? I don't know what, but he came out and said he was like, after the way we played, I know we can go to Chelsea and win, and we didn't even play. We didn't even play that well. We didn't even play that. It was Inter, and we didn't even play that well in that game. And today, of course, okay, you had Odegaard come back, and you can just see like how much of an influence he has. Like whether you rate him or not, he does make the team play better. Like that's one thing you have to say is that with him out of the team, you can clearly see how much worse we are. Because I've never been this last 2 months. I've never been so bored. Like I got pillows with me. I got pillows snagged up on me, like right here on my shoulder. Like when I'm watching these games, especially these ones that are coming out like 7:30 in the morning. Oh my god, bro, it is not easy doing this shit, man. It is not easy doing this shit, bro. But there's so much that has just gone wrong this year. There's so much that has gone wrong from the transfer window to player performances to manager decisions to discipline to even I'm gonna say it, bro. Even when it comes to the fan base like always making excuses. Like it's just a bunch of crying and just like a bunch of tears. Like you can make a whole dam of tears of just like also fans crying about refs. You could make a whole dam, bro. I'm being serious. You might literally need one because it's ridiculous. But even after, so even looking like I'm looking forward now, yeah, because now you're 9 points behind. So like getting back into this, like if you are to get back into this race, which which he really should be doing, because as much as because I'm allowed to think like this, these players cannot be thinking like this. They cannot be thinking that. But even Declan Rice, but like even when you think about it, Declan Rice is saying what like I'm saying. You can't be 10 points behind. He's saying this before the game. We're nine. We're 9 points. It was a must-win game, and you didn't win it. The forward players, I thought Saka in a big game like this is like I feel like this is a must-win game. You know it's a must-win game, and this is also Chelsea. This is a big game. I feel like you needed to turn him more than he did. But I feel like he didn't get. I feel like he didn't get that much support from Ben White on the overlap, and I still feel like the handbrake is on. Like all of our players are back, but the handbrake is still on somewhat. I can see it, bro. I can see it. I can see it. Even with Kai Havertz today, lazy, absolutely lazy on the absolutely lazy on his offside goal. Lucky it's water, not a shot. I swear to God. But absolutely lazy on his goal. He's just wandering offside. He's just walking. Go back and watch it. He's walking. He literally walks offside, and he's watching the play build up behind him. And it's not one of them. And this is how you know this is the difference between someone like a Gyökeres and having Kai Havertz. Because Gyökeres, he'll be watching the play build up behind him, and then if he is going to walk offside, he'll come back. He'll come back, readjust his run. Havertz walk. He's literally just walked offside, and then he's watching the play build up, and he doesn't think about if he's offside or not, or he doesn't check his run. That is the difference. That is the difference, and that is why, because it was even like it was a good finish, but like you gotta, and you're like he's even somewhat looking. He might be even looking across the line still, and it just shows it more about that's like that striker like instinct, or just like the way like a striker thinks. But despite that, like that is yet again, it's gonna prove to be the difference, because as crap as we have been, if we had a striker, if we had a striker in these games, we would have won so many more. We would have won the Brighton game if we had if we had like if we had a striker on that Havertz chance or the Saka one. What you win that game. The Bournemouth game, if we had a top striker had that Martinelli chance at 0-0 with 10 men, he bags it. You go on to win the game most likely with the defense we had, with the way we defend. So we see when this team does win defense with 10 men, but at first it looks like oh also only playing bad because suspensions, bad referee decisions, players getting sent off, all this crap. Now you've seen us play with 11 men. You've seen us play crap into your crap. Newcastle, your crap. Shakhtar was crap. What else was crap? Let me go through. Let me go through the games. I'm literally gonna try to look. All these games between, ever since the international break, bro. Ever since the international break, we came back from the international game. Bournemouth was crap. Shakhtar was crap. Liverpool was a good first half, and that was it. And then you had Newcastle, which was horrible. That's definitely worst game of the year, worst game of the season so far. And then you had Inter, crap again. And then you had Chelsea, where we got the lead, and then this is what I'm talking about with the handbrake on. You got the lead, you sat back again. I don't know why he's sitting back so much. Is it like impossible for the? Well, I'm trying to think. When was the last time like Arsenal had a 2-0 lead in a game? I'm really trying to think. When was the last time like we got a goal and like went on to get a second? I'm really trying to think now. Preston, I'm not counting that, bro. I'm not counting that. That's a League Cup game, bro. That's a League Cup game against what are they, League Two team? Where Preston? Okay, they're a champion. Okay, a championship team. It's still horrible opposition. Shakhtar was crap. Liverpool, you were good for the first half, and then you sat back. You sat back and you put the handbrake on. You sat in reserve. I think okay, I may not use the word sat back, but even Southampton. I mean, that's before the international break, but it still lines it up that we have not been good. And Arteta, Mikel, I don't know what. I don't know if you've got. If I don't know if you have this whole club wrapped around your finger, bro. But if you do, it's not good. That is not good because even like Edu's left, and there are things like there have been some reports that come out that said um limitations in his role, all of this because of like the recruiting team or I don't know what the policy is. I don't know what the policy is there, how they have it set up, but I know they have some kind of like recruiting team that, like Arteta is part of, and like it's very obvious that Edu's like sporting director role is not your regular one because I don't see any other clubs that have these recruiting teams or like these certain departments and like the manager is part of both of them. I don't know what it is, but it's weird. It doesn't make any sense to me. But even still, I mean, in his new job, like with the is the guy? I think the guy's Greek. Like he owns like Forest, like Olympiacos. Like apparently Edu's gonna be like in charge of like multiple like he's gonna be a higher up like for multiple clubs. And what's it called? The bag is like huger. So good for him, bro. If he wants to go, go. I don't mind. I'm glad Edu's left because now we get the chance to get like maybe someone of like someone like top quality at board level. Get someone in the club who can actually like do something. But even with the like Arteta getting like why does Arteta have a say in the manager why does he have a say in the sporting director? Because the sporting director should be a like sporting director is like the manager should not be like like to when you're hiring someone, when you hire them, you are naturally a higher up. Arteta is not a higher up of the sporting director, so why should he be involved in the decision making? The Cronkies are above them. The Cronkies are above him, so they are involved in the decision of that. I don't know why the manager is, because the manager is not someone who is above the sporting director. Even in when it comes, because even when it comes to the recruiting team, Arteta's part of that too. He's part of the recruiting team and all this. So for me, I think the power he's got is I think it's ridiculous. I feel like he's almost been like Bruce Wayne fed, Bruce Wayne golden spoon type shit. But it looks like, I mean, from the looks of it, it looks like Arteta runs this club to me. It looks like it looks like what he says. Like, if people are gonna say, "Oh, it's premature to say," what he says goes, then it's definitely not But I know it's definitely not premature to say that most of the time he gets what he wants. Like, if this was like a child, he would be a spoiled brat, like no doubt, because you get everything you want and you still cry. Well, not cry, but you do all of this and you can't even do like this one thing I asked for you. We give you all of this, like the Conkies give you all of this money. He's been given all this money. You still can't like win a league title even after you were clear for 8 points. And then you drop and then season after that you were clear and then you bottled it with 6 games to go. And then when you lost to Villa, that 1 week that Bayern Munich tie with Villa in between was too much for him. That's where he cracked because the form all going into that was perfect. You only lost 1 game in the calendar year, and he sold it. But listen, it's been 2 years. He's proven that he can't. That's 2 years he hasn't won the league there. So that's 2 years he hasn't won the league when you could say most likely say he probably should have. So and when you're doing that and you're not ever winning you're not ever winning a cup and you're just throwing them away, 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round, 3rd round. You ain't get my sympathy for me, bro. You ain't gonna get my sympathy for me, man. That's all I'll say. Not gonna get my sympathy for me. Even looking at next week, you got next week. You got Forest. You got Forest next week. You got Forest next week. Then you've got Sporting away. Oh my god, I can already see it, bro. I can already see Jokeris place, bro. I can already see him dunking, bro. I can see the memes on Twitter already. I may literally throw a bet on that. I don't care. I can already see it, bro. I know this club. Especially if we don't change up. If we play crap against Forest, which is of course when we're done with the hard games and we're supposed to get an easy game, it's Forest and they're the high flying like low team right now. Of course, bro. Of course it is, man. You've got Sporting after that, and then you got West Ham, and of course, Kudos is going to be back for that game. You're gonna have Kudos back for that game, and then you're gonna have it's gonna be Ruben Amorim and shitty Man United coming to the Emirates. And listen, I ain't expecting you. I know in the big games we always turn up, so. But when it comes to this season, it has been the small games. It's been the small games where we fumbled. It has been the small games where we fumbled it. Brighton, Bournemouth, Newcastle. Okay, yeah, you say you lost it last year, but the performance was diabolical. It was horrible. It was horrible. That was absolutely horrible for it. But I don't know what else you can. I don't know what else you can do. But it's even crazy to think because you got Man City have lost 4 straight games. They've conceded 13 goals. Yo, that's another thing. The defense is here. Everything has just been performance. Even performance-wise, last year, it's just gone down. The defense has been okay. The defense has not been like crap. It's not been horrible, but it's gone down a level. It's gone down this year from what it was last year. The midfield has 100% gotten worse. The attack has gotten worse. Like, okay, Havertz, you were for me. I was screaming your name at the start of the year. You were flying at the start of the year. Scored in your first you scored in the first 3, and then like around September, like you had like a 4 in a row, and like now you haven't scored for like, bro, you haven't scored for like how long? When was the last time you scored, man? Because like for me, going back to last season, I thought Kai was. Listen, I know a lot of people aren't like a fan of Havertz. I thought what was it, when this guy was playing in the field, I was like, we signed an absolute donkey. He's gone to second half of the year. He's gone to striker. He's been okay. And he has produced decent numbers. But this year is a make or break year for you because I can already tell we need a striker. So this season, you're basically proving to me if you can even like play a part because don't get it twisted because like whether people like it or not, like when we sign it, if this club signs a striker, Havertz is the one who is going out of this team. Like, and it's crazy because I don't know, like because the money he is on a lot. He is on a lot of money. And just like listen, I pray he doesn't become a Mark II. But if we just go from like right now we got Jesus on the bench, he's getting paid like $250,000. If we go just from that to and then when he leaves, inshallah this summer, if he leaves this year, and then after that, if Havertz just becomes like another one of them, then I pray he does not. But I pray you actually like contribute to this team, like because like let's not get it twisted, bro. Just because his club signs a striker doesn't mean Havertz like still can't like contribute because look at Alvarez from Man City. He still contributed to the team, and then it'll be one of these things. It will either be he's got really good numbers, and that means he's got really good numbers, and the team is winning, or you'll be too good, and then you'll get a move, and then like okay, cool bean, like you're gone. Like it is what it is. Like it all comes around cycles, bro. But like the one thing that you may have to push him is because he is right now. Like he is the top earner. He is the top earner, and if we do sign a striker, he is going to go out of this team because this guy cannot play in midfield. So where's he going to play? Where is he going to play? That's the thing. But it is what it. Listen, it is what it is, man. But the fact that this club is not top of the league after Man City have lost 4 straight games is ridiculous. And listen, fair play to Liverpool because they are literally doing exactly what we were doing 2 years ago, man. Even the defense has been like only 6 goals conceded. 6 goals conceded. I seen a stat. Salah's like the first Premier League player this year to get 10 goals and 10 assists. Like you got Gravenberch still bossing midfield. You've got Nunes scoring goals now. You've got like winning 4-0. You win 4-0 in the Champions League against the Leverkusen team who've been very good away from home over the last like year. But still, Like, I don't know what else you can do, man. Like for Liverpool, they keep going. Like the sky, like right now, they're just like when I was saying when we were in this position 2 years ago, 22, 23, I was like, listen, sky's the limit. Just keep going. Just see how far you can create the gap. And the difference between us and them, is that they've got previous title winners in that team. And like it's like title winners, like main players, like who are there. Like look at the okay, you can see like even you say, oh, also do have title winners in the team. What are you talking about? Those title winners are Gabriel Jesus, who was never the number one option, who was never the number one option at Man City. He was always second fiddle when Aguero was fit. You had Zinchenko, who was second fiddle to Benjamin Mendy when he was there, and later to Cancelo. So another left back came in, and you still couldn't got the spot. So a whole left back left, and you still could not got the spot. Even for Zinchenko, like guy can't even play in mid. Like the guy was a midfielder. The guy was a midfielder. It was like Pep who was like trying to make him a left back. He couldn't even play in midfield. He couldn't even get a game in midfield for Man City. But are there any other top winners in our team? Are there even any winners in our team? You got okay, Rice. He won Conference League with West Ham. You got who else? Havertz is a Champions League winner. You could say him then, because he did play in the games, but you could say like okay, he was part of the team and like he did score the win in the final, so fair play. You can give him that. Other than that, like I'm looking at the team right now. Like Martinelli's not won anything. Saka never did nothing crazy. Partey, I think he has a shameless La Liga with Atletico after playing 3 games and then signing for Arsenal on deadline day like a scumbag. Gabriel hasn't won anything. Saliba hasn't won anything. Timber's not won anything. Looking at the bench, Marino's not won anything. Trossard's not won anything. Waneri's a kid. Okay, Jorginho was part of that Champions League team too, but you don't. But like you're second fiddle. You're like you notice how all the league winners I said they're all bench options. Like other than Havertz, he's the one who shots the most. It's ridiculous, and even like 9 points behind. And there's so many worse things. You got players. You got Tomiyasu. You even got still injury fit players all over the club. You got who else? Tomiyasu who played 6 minutes against Southampton and got injured for another 3 months. Someone just tell me how that works, please, bro, because I don't know how that works. But listen, in terms of going forward, as it stands, we're in a top 4 race, and it's like no one should be talking about us in the title race for a while. Like when it comes to title race right now, you should not be talking about Arsenal. Like I've seen some metric. It was like percentage like Arsenal win league is like 3.5. Like we are nowhere near winning. Like we're not going to win the league this year. No way we're going to win the league this year. Not with we've had an 8-point lead, couldn't win it. What even was the gap? What was the gap? What was the gap? 2? Was it 2 points last year? Or was it? I think it might have been 1. It was 1 or 2 points last year, and we lost, and we threw that away with 5 games left to go after we lost to Villa, and we lost the last 5, and then it's like ooh, and then this club just can't deal with the pressure. It is what it is. Listen, if Arteta doesn't win nothing this year, you need to, goodbye. Bring me Nagelsmann, bring me Inzaghi, bring me Simeone, bring me a winner. Bring me someone who has proven they can win me a trophy. Like, I would have taken Tuchel before the England job. I would have taken, if Real Madrid sack Ancelotti and we keep, if Real Madrid sack Ancelotti this year and we keep Arteta, listen, and he goes to some other club and wins something, because I'll tell you this right now. If Madrid, Carlos said he's probably gonna take a smack, but let's say You would go straight back into management. Do you think like whatever next club hiring him? Do you think Arteta will win a trophy before him? I know who I'm betting on, but there are multiple managers you could take. So when everyone tells me that, what like all the people who say that, that they no one else can do better than him, that's complete. It like is actually like complete garbage because there are so many other managers who have proven like who are way more proven than him and have won stuff and won leagues. This guy's only won like a cup, and I'm not one of the guys who say, "Oh, you don't want to Emery's team," because if we're gonna say that Arteta won it with if we're gonna say Arteta won the FA Cup with Emery's team, then that means Thomas Tuchel won the Champions League with Frank Lampard's Chelsea, and we're not gonna say that, are we? So yeah, we're not gonna do that. But still, you've done nothing like ever since the cup final. You've made one semifinal. You made one semifinal in. No, have you made? Yeah, you made one. No, two. You made two semifinals in 5 years. You made two semifinals in 5 years. No finals. No final. So it's no trophy. At the end of this season, it could be no trophy in 5 years. It could be no final in 5 years. Listen, I just needed to talk. My head is gone, man. But listen, no one's probably watched this, but if you guys are watching this, make sure you guys slap the like, make sure you guys subscribe, and yeah, man. I'm gonna try to tap into the community more. Hopefully, I can get on some hope I can get on some other people's streams. But yeah, man, I'm gone. This club is buried, and peace.